In episode 2 of the Book of Boba Fett, we see a black-furred Wookiee named Black Krrsantan. Today I'll be delving into the Wookiee's history and how he could be relevant to the show. Black Krrsantan was a Wookiee bounty hunter who was employed by some of the galaxy's most powerful figures, such as Jabba the Hutt and Darth Vader himself. The Wookiee people tended to be a honor-based society, but Krrsantan did not follow suit and ended up leaving Kashyyyk in disgrace. Krrsantan then managed to successfully kill 4 Trandoshan slavers, but suddenly he chose instead to be taken and trained as a gladiator. The slavers had cruel ways to weed out the weaker gladiators, from being torn apart by insects to being swallowed whole by a sarlacc. Krrsantan, however, persevered and eventually gained his freedom. He ended up working as a bounty hunter for the infamous crime lord, Jabba the Hutt. Jabba had previously instituted a water tax on moisture farmers, and a man had supposedly defied his tax, angering him, and so he hired Krrsantan to deal with this disturbance. Krrsantan investigated the same area in which the attack occurred, and eventually confronted Ben Kenobi, who was the man who stopped the water tax. Krrsantan and Kenobi fought, with Krrsantan dealing some heavy blows to him. Although Krrsantan was a formidable fighter, he was no match for a Jedi. Krrsantan eventually tumbled down a cliff and failed his mission to stop Kenobi. Although initially leaving Tatooine, he eventually came back and was suggested by Jabba to Vader. Krrsantan was tasked with tracking and capturing an Imperial agent who worked for the Emperor, because Vader was inquiring about the agent's purpose and mission. Krrsantan found out that the agent was carrying contraband, but was discovered before he could find out where the hidden base that Vader tasked him to find was. Although he successfully delivered the agent to Vader, he had failed to track the base or reveal the purpose of this agent. Not long after, Krrsantan was summoned to a cantina with Bossk, B-Box, and IG-90. Dr. Aphra had explained that a criminal organization named the Sun Tool Pride was recently broken up by the Empire. The Empire, now practically looting the organization, was now transferring the money to an Imperial vault, and Aphra had information on how to avoid the guards and counteract the defense measures. During the heist, Krrsantan used an asteroid to open a cruiser's hull and loot the credits remaining in the ship. Afterwards, he made his way to Vrogas Fa to capture Luke Skywalker. He rammed into the Millennium Falcon, forcing it down. Chewbacca, having been just poisoned by the Mandalorian Xenotox, was weaker and was unable to fight at full strength, leading to Krrsantan taking an early advantage in the fight. R2 eventually injected him with the antidote to the poison, and Krrsantan started losing the fight. Krrsantan then punched C-3PO, who accidentally electrocuted him, as he had brass knuckles. He survived and was later on hired by Vader to find Dr. Aphra. They found her at a bar where Aphra attempted to bribe Krrsantan, to no avail. Krrsantan took her to the Executor, which was Vader's flagship, and eventually fought alongside her as she owed him money. After Aphra got captured, she was jettisoned to space by Vader as an execution method, but was rescued by Black Krrsantan. The latest we've seen of Black Krrsantan was with the Twin Hutts confronting Boba Fett. Whether he fights Boba Fett, whether he joins Boba Fett, we'll have to see in the next episode. Whatever your predictions are, put them in the comments below, but thanks for watching this character explainer. We haven't done these in a while, and make sure to like and subscribe. This is Entertainment Crew signing out.